friends, welcome to my March closeout video. I'm going to be talking y'all through my budget for March and all the spending I did, all the debt payoff wins I had, and we're going to fill out all my trackers together. So before we get started, I did, today's officially the last day of my week 5 of March, so I want to see what I have left in my wallet, and I know that I only have money in gas left, and it's just $2 because I did fill up today. I was going to put $10 in, but then the pump ran out of gas at $7 and a couple cents, so I just have $2, and what I'm going to try to do with extra gas money is put it in my California trip envelope inside the gas envelope. So I did it once, but that was the only week I had leftover gas money, so I'm hoping I have leftover gas money more often. So we have $1, $2, $3, $4, $5, and $6 in here, and eventually obviously I'll stuff more in here, but for now I'm just going to add the extra until this becomes a saving priority. So we're just going to add it here, give it a spot to live, and that'll be it. So after I added in March Madness and the Savings Challenge money from March and this $2, I have $1,072 saved for this trip, which means we're over halfway there, which is great because we only have a few more months to save for it. All right, y'all. So let's just get straight into my budget. So the first thing I want to do is close out all of my spending for the month and just see what my totals are. And I haven't added up any of this yet, but I did put all the actuals listed. So what I'm most excited for is to count up my total income for the month, because between tax refund and stimulus and a full month of Etsy, I think it's going to be really, really high. So let's add it up. Ready? Whoo, oh my God. Wow. Oh my goodness. So I brought in almost $6,000. That's unreal. I can't wait to compare that to last month, but that is just huge. Okay, so now we'll start with bills and add those up. So I spent $1,198.47, which means I had left to budget $4,786.06. Wow. Okay, so the next thing we'll do is add up my extra debt payments, which this is wrong. I think this is wrong too. Let me pull it out. Okay, so for my Bank of America card, I put 37 and 73 plus 450 in week 1. So that's 560. Oh, that's not extra though, because I counted my minimum. So let's subtract the minimum. So 523. Okay, that's right. In week 2, we did $92 plus $45 plus 275 plus 49. When was that though? Was that week 3? So then this was week 3. So we've got, in week 3, we have 49 from Bank of America. And then from Citi, we've got plus 450. So this should be 499. And then in week 4, we did $64. That's what I forgot to add. Oh no, that's week 5. Okay. Oops. Okay, so week 4 was still 0. And then in week 5, we did 64 plus 44, which is 108. Okay. That looks more right. I knew I was messing this up somehow. Okay, so we were supposed to put 367. Let's see what we put. We put an extra $1,542 in addition to my minimum payments, which is unreal, y'all. Unreal. And then let's subtract that from my what's left over in my budget. So that means we have $3,244.06 left. And now let's add up my spending. So I spent a total of $598, which is under budget. And then we have left to budget $2,646.06. I have a feeling these numbers won't work out, but let's see. So for this, I did put the $40 in it, 20 here, and then for giving, I did more. So I did 31. And then for extra allocations, I did a lot. So I put $1,060. Wow, that's so much. Wow, okay. So in my revolving funds, I put away $1,151, which is massive. And then I have left to budget like almost 1,500 in here. So let's see if we get anywhere near a zero-based budget. So Mother's Day, I did put 18. I put 21 her birthday, Elle's birthday, and 20 in Colin's birthday, and 20 in planner and 25 in car tax. So let's see what my California trip was that we saved. We put away $555 this month for that trip. And for my friend's birthday, or for her wedding, not her birthday, we put 320 instead of 125. That's awesome. And then Christmas, I did do a little extra. I put 35 away for Christmas. I put 100 away for the savings challenge. And then for Black Friday, I put, and anniversary, I put 20, 40, 50. So let's add that up. So that is $1,164, which means I'm off by like $300, and I don't know why. I bet I just messed something up, honestly. So I think we're just gonna go with it. So total extra debt, I put $1,542. Spending was $598. Revolving sinking funds was $1,151, and fixed was $1,164. And then unbudgeted, I'm just gonna put 0 because I accounted for that in my spending. I spent or put away $4,455, which is less than what my take home was. So I really don't know what I did for that, but honestly, I just like don't have time to even figure it out. I'm sure it went somewhere or I added something wrong. So we're gonna go with that. So now what we'll do is flip to the end of my monthly budgets and do my closeout sheets. And the first one we start with is debt. So my end of month balance on my Bank of America credit card is $0. And my minimum payment was $37. For my Citi credit card, I'm looking that up now, and it looks like the final ending balance is $2,453.99. And my iPhone should just be less than what it was last month. So last month we were at $251.57, and I paid the $22.87 minimum payment. So we are at $228.70 for that. And my student loan balances have not changed because of the government forbearance. So then these are all the minimum payments I made. So let's think about the extra debt payments I made. I'm gonna get my trackers back out. So in addition to minimum payments we made, make sure that matches what I had on my budget. Yes, so, oh wait, I wanted it categorized. Oops. Okay, so Bank of America planned extra payment was $367, that's planned. And then I did an additional 45 plus 49. So that was $94. And then for Citi, any extra payments were unplanned. So that's $450 plus 64 plus 44, which is $558. Okay, so Bank of America, I was wrong. Unplanned was $617 plus the $367 that was planned, plus the $558 unplanned for Citi is $1542. Okay, that's what I did wrong. So now let's add up how much I put towards debt this month. So I put $1,647.87 towards debt, which is definitely the most I'll probably ever do in a given month ever again. This is like half of what I make in a typical month. So that's insane. So let's add up my total ending balances for this month. So my new balance is $7,307.01. We decreased it by $1,646.41. So almost every bit of this went towards principal. I only paid like $1 and change towards interest, which is awesome because now you'll see my debts all are interest free. So I have no more debts with any interest rate, which is awesome. And that's going to make it go by so much faster. So now let's divide that by my total debt when I started. So I got rid of 18.39% of my debt that I started the month with. That is amazing. That's such a big percentage for 1 month. So let's do the overall picture. So overall, we started with $13,201.38 in debt, and we're now down to $7,307.01. So now we have decreased my debt by $5,894.37. That's amazing. So overall, that means that, is this right? Yeah, I guess that is right. I want to make sure I did that correctly. So yeah, that is right. So I am almost halfway done with my debt because we have paid off 44.65% of my debt as of March. So that's awesome. All right, that's like, this is so exciting. A really huge win for March, and I'm so glad I was able to do it. So now what we'll do is we are going to do my net worth calculator. So I'm just going to update the debt balances here since we just did those. And now I just need to figure out what my new balances are, which will be helpful because this will give me my starting balances. And I do have that in here. So in my fixed checking account, we are ending the month with $69.43. And in my discretionary account, I have $38.23. And in short-term savings, I have, which includes some of my sinking funds, all the ones that's in the bank, I have $2,591.54 because I put a lot of that money in the bank. Now I just need to log in to see what my balance is for my long-term savings account. And that is $5,029.03. I'm going to look on Credit Karma of what they think my car is worth this month. I know it's not super accurate, but it's always there and it's super easy to find. So that's the number I'm using right now. So the current value looks like $6,150. For my retirement fund, this is an exciting milestone. It is officially over $20,000. So I have $20,000, $575.48. And then my sinking funds, I feel like I just added this up. Let me consult my video that I just filmed to see how much is in here. Okay, I just did some quick math and we have $1,665 in my discretionary, which includes my flexible spending. And then we have $381 in my fixed. That is in cash because I already accounted for the short-term savings. So that's for a total of $2,046. So let's add all that up. So my total assets are $36,499.71. And then my total liabilities are my debt balance currently, which is $7,307.01. So if we take that out of my assets, my total net worth is $29,192.70. Last month, for reference, it was only $23,000. So let's subtract that. So my net worth went up by $5,669.46 this month. And that is because I paid off my credit card and I put a lot in savings after the stimulus and my tax refund. So that's super exciting. So now to get the change, we'll take this number, $5,669.46, and divide it by what I started with. And we increased my net worth by 24.10%. So almost 25% increase in my net worth this month. So thank you, thank you, thank you, stimulus and tax refund and debt payoff journey for that. So now we'll fill out my overall monthly closeout. Okay, so, oops, I moved that page. My income was $5,984.53. So we had $5,999.53 to start with. And now let's pull this sheet out so we can fill in my actuals. And I'm just going to speed through that. Okay, so I filled in what I actually spent, and then I filled in whether it was over or under my budgeted amount. And now I'm just going to go through and highlight anything that's good in green. So like underspending on groceries and flex funds is good. Overspending on gas and unbudgeted is not good. Being under on bills though is good. Being over on savings is good. Being over on extra debt is also good. So then all of these are good. So overall, this was a super successful month. So I also like really reined in my spending, so that's nice too. And then I'll just go through and do percentages really quick. So I'll take this number of what I spent and divide it by my available funds, which I think I'm just going to use 6,000. Yep, it'll make it faster. Okay, so all of my spending categories, I am comfortable with all of these percentages. So eventually I want to make them bigger once I'm done paying off debt, but for now those are great. Bills being 20% is amazing. Savings being 44% is awesome, and debt being 26% is great, and a 2% starting balance is awesome. So bills and spending altogether is 30%, which is amazing. And then savings being 46% and debt being 25% is also amazing. So, and these three all added up equal 101%. So the 1% off is just because of rounding. So yay. So then for this last page, no, the second to last page, I always do that. I like to put a comparison between March and now February. So I'm just pulling out my February sheet so I can see. So I made 6,000 this month minus 3,688 from last month means that I increased my available funds by $2,312 because I had a lot more income this month. So now I'm just going to put out the percentage of my budget in February that I spent, and then March, and then we can compare. Okay, so looking at the difference between these two, the main things that I want to point out are these numbers and how my budget has like flipped. So typically I spend more on spending and bills and less on savings and debt payoff. And for this month, it's basically flipped. I almost spent as much as I paid off debt with. So I'm really glad that I could use this month to get ahead in that way, because being able to spend less and pay off debt more is going to really, really help me in the long term. So this is what my comparison looks like. And then we'll go into my last closeout, which is just one more overview of all of my payoff things for the month or savings. So my total available funds, we're just going to round it to 6,000 again. My monthly debt payoff was, is that how much I paid, or is it how much I, yes, it's how much I paid. So 1,647. Let's just do 48. Percentage of available funds. So if I put 1,648 towards debt out of 6,000, that was 27.47% of my total available funds. For Bank of America, I did the minimum payment plus planned extra debt plus extra debt. So I sent $1,021 of that towards Bank of America. And I did $604 to my Citi card and $22.87 towards my iPhone and nothing towards student loans. So that will be 0%. My iPhone was only about 1%. My Citi credit card got about 37%, and my Bank of America credit card got 62%. So 62 plus 37 plus 1, that's not right. Okay, there we go, 100%. So my main priority was Bank of America, followed by Citi, followed by my iPhone, which is accurate with what I want it to be, so that's great. So now if we take my total available funds and add what I put towards retirement every month, we're at 6,235. And of that, how much did I save? So here my savings was 2,700 and let's call it $67, plus the $235 for retirement. So we saved $3,002, which is 48.15% to be specific. That is huge. And I put $235 towards my retirement fund. My starting balance is like $108, I think, for next month. My revolving sinking funds those are at $1,915. And then my fixed sinking funds are at $1,837. And I realized here, my short-term savings, I forgot to subtract out what is in there for taxes, which is $500. So I'm gonna adjust this number because I don't count that towards my net worth since I'm gonna owe it. So let's take what I had as my net worth, or my total assets, and subtract $500 from it. I need to remember to keep doing that. I bet I forget. This is why I want to have separate bank accounts, but I'm just not there yet. So my actual net worth is $28,692.70. I'm going to put a note to myself. Remove taxes. So it only increased by $5,169, but that's still great, which is 21.98%. So still amazing, but I'm glad I caught that. Okay, so now if we add up what we saved, this is my total savings. We're trying to figure out how much I added to my savings. I did all that for nothing. Okay, so how much did I save towards these things? Why did my brain, I swear. Okay, so I put towards my revolving sinking funds, I put $1,151, and towards my fixed, I put $1,164. So let's see if that adds up. What? I made another mistake. Okay, so here for savings, I made a mistake. Yep, okay, I added the wrong numbers here. So I should have added $1,151 to $1,164. So it should have been $2,315. I thought that seemed high. I just added the wrong thing. So that's actually 30%. So then these numbers are going to be off. So that should actually be okay. And then this should actually be, am I okay? I'm not okay. Okay. So that should be 39% plus 2%. So this is actually 40%. Okay. So I'm off by like 3%, I think. Okay, let's double check all this. Yes. All right. Okay. Sorry. Back to this. We have, these numbers are now correct. This number is incorrect. This should be $2,422 or $2,423 plus the $235. So this should be $2,658, which is 42.63% of my available funds. So now 235 divided by what I put towards savings is about 9%. Starting balance is 4%. Revolving sinking funds are about 43%. And my fixed sinking funds are about 44%. And that's 100%. Okay, so that's all of that. The wins this month are, I'm gonna say the percentage, 40% to savings, 26% to debt, Bank of America credit card debt free. That happened this month, never forget. And I'm gonna say 20K in retirement. I need to double this in the next, I need to more than double it in the next like 3 years because I want to have at least what I'm making now in my retirement by the time I'm 30, or as close to that as possible. So some areas for growth. Honestly, it was a really good month for me. I think just like, I'm gonna say tracking my sinking fund spending. I think I want to switch up how I'm doing that for next month. And then I think I'm gonna combine this video with my debt closeout video. So I'm gonna go ahead and film that one now. Let's do some debt tracking. Oh, I need to do my annual trackers too. Okay, so we'll do that here too. So first we will start with my income, which this month was ridiculously high. We have $5,980, we'll round up, $9,085, which is super high. My short-term savings balance, let me pull that page on this wheel. My short-term savings balance is up to $2,092-ish. My long-term savings is the same. My retirement balance went up quite a bit, so I'm at $20,575. And then my consumer debt balance is just my city credit card, because that's all I have left, which is $2,453.99, plus my iPhone. So we are at $2,683 in consumer debt, which is a huge drop. And my student loan balance is the same. And my net worth is $28,693. So that went up a lot too. So that is exciting. So March is a 5-week month, so we can expect that my spending will be a little higher. So we spent $200 in groceries. We spent $100 in eating out, $80 in flex, $40 in fun, $40 in alcohol, $20 in toiletries, $73 in gas, and $45 in unbudgeted. Oh, so this is where I'm tracking my spending. Okay, good to know that I'm tracking it somewhere, but I think I want to track it differently. So let's see what I spent out of my revolving sinking funds. Okay, so we spent $833 out of revolving, which includes medical, and I'm not sure I included that last time, but that's what we spent from there. From my fixed sinking funds, I spent $30 on 2 birthdays for their envelopes. And then from within Big Blue, I'm not sure I spent anything, but let me double check. Yeah, I didn't spend anything. So we'll do, actually, yeah, no, I didn't spend anything. I will next month for sure because of the bachelorette party. So let's add up all this. So I spent $1,431, which was, for my income, 24%. So I actually spent the least this month, but that's just because my income was so high. So yay. So now for debt. This is fun. So my actual monthly payments for Bank of America was $1,021, and that got me down to a $0 ending balance. So now I can do, and we're done, just like that. I was supposed to end in June and I ended in March, so that is amazing. Next, for city, we put 46 of a monthly payment, or a minimum payment, plus 558. So we did, is that right? 46 plus 558. So we put $604. So our ending balance was $2,453.99. So now we're gonna have a starting balance of that next month. And because now this is my sole priority, now we're gonna start paying the full $450 1, 2, 3 months early. So let's see what that would, where that would put us. $2,453.99. So that means we'd be starting May with $2,000. In June with that. So that means we'd be ending in October instead of December. But that's only if we put $450, but because of my side hustles, I'm hoping I can speed that up by at least a month or 2. So the goal is to be done by the end of August, no matter what. So whatever I gotta do to make that happen, I will do. My student loans are really boring because they are staying the same. Eventually I'll start working on them, but not today. And the last kind of interesting, not really interesting debt is my iPhone. So we are on track with this one, and I'll definitely be able to pay it off early, but I do want to pay my city credit card off first, since that does have a promo that will end eventually. So I want to get it down to $0 before the promo ends to make sure I can get that 0% interest, and this will stay 0% the whole time. So not in a rush to pay that one off. So now we're going to do these trackers to see where we're at for just credit card debt, which is really easy now because I just have the one balance to look at, which is my city balance, which is $2,453.99, which is, we're just gonna, it's right here. So by April 1, we're like right above here. So big drop, not a lot left to go, which is exciting. In terms of total credit card debt, we started with $8,050 and now we're at $2,453.99. So we've paid off $5,596.01. I need to write that down, which means we've paid off 69%. So 50, 51, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 60, 61, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. I think it's here. 70, 71, 72. Yeah. So I get to color up to here. There we go. So now we need pink. And let's see, so we paid off $5,596.01, and we can divide that by $67.08. So we can fill in 83. So 10, 20, 30, 40, 50, 60. So that'll be 60, 70, 80, 81, 82, 83. Okay, so that's a lot of pink. That's exciting. Not that much to go. And then now I've paid off $5,596. So we can go up to this line. So not that much more to go. And then Bank of America, I went ahead and filled out this one in a previous video, the day that I actually paid off the card. So these are all done, and they'll just sit in here for inspiration. So now we can finish off our city trackers. So if you're new to my channel, I did put initially $2,200 on this card, and then I did an additional balance transfer of $2,627. So I have my trackers set up differently, so that's why it looks like this. But our current balance is $2,453.99. And I paid, how much did I pay towards this? Because there's no interest. So I paid 46 of a minimum payment and then 558. So we put 604, which means we're done paying off the initial balance transfer. So as of April 1, oh, that's the wrong color. We are at $0 for this balance transfer. So we'll be able to complete these trackers today and then update the new ones. So that's exciting. That's another milestone hit. And we can complete this little Candyland roadway. Okay, these are dying, but that's good enough, I feel like. And then I'm just gonna switch to pink on this one, but we can fill out the rest of this. Yay! So we have paid $604 this month, and we have, well, I guess I don't need to do this because I know our ending balance. Yep, okay. So we'll say in March we were up here, but by April we were at $2,453.99. And at the end of April, or by April 1, we are at about here. So we didn't make a ton of progress, but we're there. I'm gonna do this in pen. So here we have April 1, we are at $2,453.99 as of March 1. Well, I guess all these dates we were at that amount. And so we'll do December 2020 through March 2021. We were at $2,627. So now we'll just see this one drop, hopefully very quickly. So we have only paid off $173, and we'll divide that by this number so we can fill out 6 of these. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So we are getting started, and we can fill out 7 of these. All right, and then last one. So we can do up to $173, which is only to here. Okay, and that is it for my trackers. We are not doing student loan trackers because I haven't started paying on those, but we will do that eventually. And then the last thing I want to update is my quarterly debt payoff tracker that I didn't update in my last video, or my last video where I did the other quarterly updates. So let's see how much I have paid and how much is gone on each of these. So we'll start with Bank of America. I'm going to add up how much I've put towards Bank of America. Wow, this is not a lot of space. I'm going to cut it this way. So I have paid $2,357, and total gone, I need to see how much I started with. Let's see. I started with $2,298 for, so then this will be null and void. We won't need it anymore. So total I paid was $2,357, and the total gone is $2,298 because this is paid off. So for my Citi credit card, we have paid $698. And what did we start with for this one? My second balance transfer plus however much was on here, plus 525, no, 525 plus. So we had a total balance to start with of 3,152 minus 698. So, and 698 is gone. So the total we paid was 690. Oh wait, I can't fill this out yet because we're not done. Kristen, okay. So then in Q1, the total I paid and the total that's gone will be the same. And this we can ignore. So I did $22.87 every month. So we paid $68.61, and $68.61 is gone. And I will need to pay that into Q2 as well. So we'll set that up. And that will do it for today's video, y'all. Those are all my trackers. They're all up to date. Q1 is reconciled, and we are moving on and going into April. And I'm going to be back next with a April budget with me, and that will kick off the month. So I hope y'all are doing well, and I'll catch you in my next one. Bye.